Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Amina and I'm a Muslim revert. And today I got inspired by a certain story that I listened to from from TikTok. And I just want to give an analogy, you know. So you had a job, right? A very well paying job that was literally paying all your bills. Or you had a loved one. Let's say maybe your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, or even your spouse, either husband or wife. And then they got sick, or just something something unfortunate happened. Then somehow they got they got themselves like into a coma, you know, like they got sick and then got into a coma or something like that. And then you're called that beloved person of yours who means so much to you is in a coma. So you go to the hospital, and then the doctors tell you that this person is going to take very long to recover. And then you have your friends, you have your relatives, they come to talk to you and tell you that your husband has been in a coma for like several months, and you just need to be strong and know that he's going to recover or she's going to recover. And then you know deep down that this is something that is not easy, you know, and probably deep down you feel like this person is gone. Like, people giving you hope that he's going to come back is it's just making sense to you, you know. And then you wait with your beloved person in a coma for days. You wait for weeks, you wait for months, and you wait for years, and that person is not coming out of the coma. And you have little kids like you need to raise, you know. So in this case, I'm talking about a wife whose husband is in a coma for years, for months, for weeks. And something that I have actually learned from that particular like story that I've just read is that no matter what happens, no matter the situation, no matter how bad your situation is, like that art of completely trusting in Allah or trusting in God and just believing that anything and everything happens for a reason is something so huge. Like, imagine you have this person, they're in a coma in a hospital bed, and you know that they're actually living. And the only thing you have to do is to leave like everything to God and just kneel down. Two rakas in sujud, thanking God for the life that you've had with that person. I know it's not even easy, but your husband is dying. Okay, your husband is leaving you, like he's leaving the whole family. And then the thing that you do is take your prayer mat, kneel in sujud to thank God for that life, a life lived. Maybe for the years that you spent with that person. Let's say you spend with that person like 10 years, like 5 years, like 2 years. So you are no longer crying that God has taken your beloved. You are thanking God for the years that He gave you with that person. I know it's not easy. I've met people who have lost even their kids in childbirth, and they insult God, literally. You question God that, God, why did you allow this to happen to me? I know such situations are not even easy. Mhm. But one thing I've come to learn as a Muslim, especially as a Muslim revert. Okay, there's so many things I didn't know, but one thing I've come to learn as a Muslim is that anything that happens in this life happens for a reason. If you ask God to give you something and He did not give it to you, He's protecting you from something that you don't know. But many times we forget that. We forget that, we blame God, we drift away from God for that same reason. You say that God has not given me this. I prayed for this and He did not give me this. So I don't even have the courage to kneel down to pray to God anymore. I know the situation is hard. It is so much heartbreaking, you know. But try this. In every single situation, be it good, be it bad, you have that job, you don't have that job. You have your health, you don't have that health. God has given you kids, God has not given you kids. Try to just thank God for all that situation, you know. God is perfect. And whatever happens, happens for a reason. And trusting God through every situation, that everything happens for a reason, and in all that situation, you even find time to thank God for that particular situation. I know it sounds unrealistic. Yes. There is a time I wanted a job from a certain organization here in Kenya. I prayed to God to give me that job. Every single night, I prayed. I prayed so much, so hard, every single day. A friend of mine had joined me in a certain organization we were already working in. And she just joined me like later, and then she moved out of that organization, then went to my dream organization to do the job that I've always wanted. And I was like, God, this was supposed to be my job. Like, what happened? I didn't get this job. And I kept praying. I kept applying for that job every single day. I looked for connection so that I can get to work with that organization. I prayed tahajjud every single day. That was my dua. I was like, God, I just want that job. It pays so well, I know. And many of the people that we were working with in the same organization, like 2 of them went to work there. And I was like, God, if all of my colleagues, like 2 of them, we were working in the same hospital, in the same department, have gone there, and I have prayed for you for months, and God, this job is not forthcoming. Like, what's up? Am I forgotten or what? It was not easy, by the way. I have been crying and crying and crying, but okay, recently things happened. You know, Trump did things like president of the US, and they cut off the USAID help and all that, and things have just not been so good, you know. And then most of the people in that organization, they didn't have their jobs anymore. But then even before we got to this point of USAID and all the funds being cut and all that, I decided, I also lost my job in the organization that I was actually working at that time. So I sat home like 2 years without a job. Mark you, I'm the eldest one in my family, and everybody, most of the people in my family, they look up to me to help, like to provide for them through that job that I lost. So everything is like it's on a standstill financially. I don't have a job, I don't have any money, my family is still relying on me, and I just don't know what to do. And so I decided to create content. But you know what? I trusted God and I said, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to be a committed Muslim, try to do the right thing, and just try to create content, you know. But something I have learned about Islam and generally just being about a Muslim is that nothing, nothing ever goes unnoticed by Allah. Every little thing that you do, every little thing that you go through, be it positive, be it negative, there is a hidden barakah in it. And sometimes I sit alone and I'm like, how did I even become a Muslim? I know, okay, the situation is so unusual and I cannot completely share everything here today. But I'm like, that thing that pushed me to become a Muslim, thank you. And I'm like, Alhamdulillah for Islam, because there are so many things I've learned as a Muslim, like so many benefits that comes with being a Muslim. Yes. Thank you so much, official Madlamini. But being able to trust Allah and just being grateful for anything and everything that happens in your life is such a beautiful, beautiful thing. Yeah. You know, there are so many people that I studied with at the university, okay, in JKUAT, and they have made it in life. Like, people have done their master's degrees, some of them have done their PhDs, and they're working as lecturers, big people in very big institutions. And I look at myself, I'm like, I'm so much behind. Some of my friends whom we were schooling with have moved abroad. They're lecturers. They have, I don't know, people have just achieved so much. And I'm here with nothing. So I keep asking God, like, where is my life leading? Which kind of direction is my life leading? But then I got tired of questioning God. I just got tired of questioning God, and I told myself and I talked to Allah and just told him, Ya Allah, I just need anything good that you bring my way. Anything good that you bring my way, I'm going to take it. And right now, I'm not going to stress about anything at all. I'm not. I'm just going to let things go the way they want. The way Allah wants to take things, let him just take it. And I'm going to trust in Allah's bigger plan. And I want to believe that anything that has already happened in my life, I want to thank Allah for that. And for anything that has not yet happened, I know it is Allah's protection. I have prayed for so many things. I have prayed many tahajjuds asking for so many things. But most of those things have not yet happened. Should I give up? No. Giving up is not an option. trusting Allah is. As much difficult as it is. So probably someone you know or maybe yourself is going through a similar situation. Nothing is working in your life. Nothing is working in your life. You prayed to God. You prayed for that job. You prayed for your loved one not to leave. But you lost that job anyway, or that loved one passed on anyway. And the only thing that remains is to just thank God for that. Sometimes we think that life is so unfair to us. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it is unfair. But one thing I've come to learn is that if something is not going my way, I just give up, and I give up it to Allah, not just give up and like not do anything about it. I give up to Allah and I just say, yeah, Allah, take lead, take control, because I'm too tired. I cannot do this anymore. And Islam has taught me that before converting to Islam, I could blame myself. I could question God. I could not even go to church at that time. And I remember even before converting to Islam, I think a lot of things had happened in my life and I had not gone to church for like 2 good years. 2 good years. Never in a church. Never prayed. Not motivated to do anything. Like I could, if I had to go to church, I could go to church and then just scroll through my phone, and then just get out of church even before the sermon ended. And I sat down and thought to myself, like, how is my life? Like, what is this? Because I remember back in high school, I can say I was a religious girl at that time. And I remember I used to pray even before studying anything. I used to pray like so much, so hard. And even when the exams came, I passed. And most of the time I was number 1 in my class. Alhamdulillah. So I was asking God, like, where is that girl of the year, like all my high school years? I was asking God, where is that girl of all those 4 years from this year to this particular year? Because I can't find myself anymore. I felt so lost. I just felt so lost, so confused, so unmotivated. And but then once I found Islam, there are so many things I learned to just let go and let God take lead and take control of everything. And I just stopped comparing myself to other people's lives, because if I look back, everybody that I know, everybody that we schooled with has made it in life, and I'm here doing like not doing nothing, like not doing nothing, but I'm here and I've not achieved as much as they have achieved. And you feel like you're a failure. But you know what? It's fine. It's just fine. Oh, Kabamara. Okay, I don't know about that. But okay, right now where I am, I feel good. I feel at peace, and I'm just learning to let go of everything and just trust God, you know. At least even if I don't do anything, I just take my prayer mat and just do my salah, and I tell God, If you're going to find me in this state or in this situation, if God forbid if I die right now, it's just okay. Wacha tu nikufe kama nimekujua basi. At least hata kama nitaenda, niende tu kama at least I know that I'm closer to you. Hivyo tu. Yeah, you're right. Everyone's life is different. Everyone's life is different, and my pace, like the pace at which God is taking me, is not the same pace as your pace. And I think one thing we need to know and understand and to learn is that you just have to appreciate wherever you are, because there are some people who are even worse than ourselves. Like, you look at some people and they're like, I think I'm better off, because which kind of life are they living? It's even worse than yours. And there is actually a lecture about of Mufti Menk I was watching, and he was like, every time you feel like you want to give up, look at the people who are below you. Look at the lives of people who are below you. And if you do that, you learn to appreciate where you are. Okay, nobody like sits there and doesn't want to grow. Everybody wants to grow. You look up the ladder, you see many people up the ladder, they are climbing, they're doing very many things. And I think the worst thing is comparing yourself to the people of social media. Social media. Social media is the enemy. You look at people, they're parading whatever they have achieved, and you're like, this person is my age, like, or this person is even younger than me, and they have achieved all this, while at my own age I have nothing. And you're like, God, comparing yourself to the people of social media, especially Instagram people. Hey, Instagram has a lot of pressure. Instagram has a lot of pressure. If you follow up people of these influencers or the married people, like, you see a couple, they're traveling the world, they're flaunting their new house, and then you're like, these people have achieved all this, they have a very fat bank account, and you're there with your zero balance in your bank account or in your M-Pesa, and you say that, you're like, oh my God, where's my, okay, which direction is my life taking? This struggle is real, man. Official the Madlamini, you say, I too find myself in very similar shoes to to my story. Yes, I have found solace in understanding that circumstances don't change because you are tired. Yeah, that's true. Be still, your own journey is already prepared. I believe in that. I do believe in that. Yeah, and I'm learning to walk my own path, you know. So learning to walk your own path and appreciating for every little thing that you have and whatever you're going through, I think should be the ultimate goal for everybody, right? Or what do you think? What are your thoughts about everything here? Like, you feeling like you're behind, nothing is moving in your life, and people of your age or the people that you schooled with have made it in life, or you're scrolling through your TikTok, your YouTube, your Facebook, and your Instagram, you see a lot of mates, like your mates, like a lot of things are going on in their lives while you're just there. You feel like you've not even achieved anything, and maybe you've lost, to make everything worse, you've even lost your job or your source of income, or you've lost even a loved one, and you're so depressed, you feel like life is not even moving anymore. Like, how do you even handle such a situation? How? Hey. Anyway, guys, Thank you for joining me on this live. I appreciate all of you. Yeah. Serving Sunday for me, thank you. Lessons for everyone in their own paths, which we should all learn. That's true. Kaba, you say, I encourage you to read the New Testament scriptures by yourself and discover beauty of Jesus' salvation. Okay, thank you. I really appreciate like all of you connecting with me today. Thank you. So guys, let's keep pushing. Let's keep trusting in God. And no matter the situation, things will get better, I believe. Just learn to trust God in every situation. That's one thing I've learned. Like, I have learned, but in a hard way. Trusting God and trusting in His outcome and believing that anything that happens for a reason and nothing is random. And if you prayed for God to give you something and He did not give it to you, just know that He's protecting you from something that you do not know. And also pray that if something is not given to you, pray that He redirects your heart. Pray that He redirects your heart and replaces that thing with something far much better. I think that's all I can say for now. So the underground OG, you say, my ex and I reconnected after 3 years. I told her I want her back. She left a toxic relationship and I'm helping her financially. She says she needs time to decide. What should I do? My ex and I reconnected after 3 years. I told her I want her back. She left a toxic relationship. So she was your ex, she left you, she joined a relationship. That relationship was toxic, then she left it and then reconnected back with you. And I'm helping her financially. She says she needs time to decide. What should I do? Give her time. Give her time and pray about it. If it's God's plan that you truly reconnect, then everything will just, like, it will reveal itself in due time. And do not try to hurry anything at this point. Just take everything slowly and pray about it. Pray that God gives you like the proper direction for you to follow regarding this relationship. You might take someone back or you might want them back into your life, but if God sees that this thing is not even good for both of you, no matter what you do, it's just going to fail, you know. So give her time and give yourself time and pray about it. Pray that God shows you the right thing to do as far as that relationship is concerned. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for connecting with me. So I have to go and I'll see you some other time. Bye. Oh, you're asking that if she is asking for time, doesn't that make me second option? If she is done with her boyfriend, I don't think she should keep me waiting. You might be right, but just give her okay, I don't know how much time she needs in this case. I'm not sure how much time she's asking for, but but I think you should just give her like a moment. Or you can actually sit down and just have a talk with her and ask her what she truly wants. She can be clear with you and let you know what she truly wants, like what are her goals, what are her plans as far as your relationship is concerned. Because sometimes you might even end up waiting for somebody, then they're just wasting your time and just chopping your money, chop your money as God forgive me for this, but it's a tricky situation, honestly. But you need to have like a serious talk with her and ask her how much time she needs and what you should be doing during this period of you waiting. Let her at least tell you what you should be doing. I understand, by the way. I think I understand your point of view about everything, and somehow it makes sense. Yeah. Thank you so much. Hey, your name is hard to pronounce. Blunt one. You love my accent. This is a Kenyan accent. This is a Kenyan accent. Thank you. By the way, if you're in a certain country, when you talk, you normally don't know if you have an accent until and unless someone else from another different place looks at you and then says, that's an accent there. A good one or maybe a bad one. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. You're watching me from Papua New Guinea. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for connecting with me. I feel so good. I've let my emotions out here today. And at least I have found people with similar situation, and at least we know that you're not alone. Whatever the situation or no matter what happens in your life, you're always not alone. There is someone out there going through a similar situation. Yeah. And we just have to keep on going and appreciating every little thing that you have achieved so far, even if it's something. So appreciating even for the gift of life is it's a win, I can say. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you. So I appreciate you all, you watching me from whatever you're watching me from. You can let me know where you're watching me from, and I'll send you many appreciation to you. So guys, thank you so much. I have to go and I'll catch you in my next live. I love you so much and thank you so much for connecting with me. And I just want to leave you with one word: be strong and be of good faith. I don't know, back when I was reading the Bible, I think there was something like that. Be of good faith. I don't know. Be of good faith. Be strong and be of good faith. Something like that. So if you're a Christian and you're listening to me, be of good faith, or keep the faith. Yeah, and if you're a Muslim, yeah, trust in God, have great tawakkul in Allah, and anything or whatever situation that you're going through, everything is going to work out for you, inshallah. So I love you guys. I hate to go, but bye bye.